liftoff. United Launch Alliance Vulcan rocket. We have liftoff.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are watching from. I'm your host, ThatSpaceDogeGuy, and welcome to another live coverage here from ThatSpaceDogeGuy with the launch of Ariane 6, carrying Amazon LEO LE-02 to low Earth orbit. Today is going to be a special day here, as you see live footage of the Ariane 64 launch vehicle, as we are about, let me just check here, could not be correct as well. We are 20 minutes away until the launch here of Ariane 64 with 32 payloads to low Earth orbit here for today. Now, it's going to be an interesting day. Not a lot to talk about here, but if you guys have any questions in the chat, you can hop on and ask them. We will, of course, share some details about the rocket and the payload throughout the stream. But we'll not talk too much throughout. At the moment, it's now 7:48 a.m. UTC. And I believe it's now 4:48 a.m. there in French Guiana. So it's very, very early morning here in French Guiana as they prepare to launch Ariane 64 to space. Now, yeah. Today's going to be a very cool day again here, as you can see. We're now in very early preparations here. Just checking into the coverage from Ariane Space. I have not seen any commentary from them, which is, or yet to see commentary from them, which is interesting in my case. Oh yeah, they haven't started the stream on Ariane Space as well. I'm just checking into the CNES coverage, the French version, and they're just holding on there. On the screen, you're looking at some call tech feed, or some call clean feed, or some just call a feed with no commentary. This is a fully clean feed, so this is mission control only. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire explanation of this, of what you're seeing here. That's literally it. I always try to use it so we can host our own commentary on the broadcast. And I think it's just nice to have it. So if you guys want, we can put some music in the background. But that's completely if you'll want that or not. Otherwise, I'll decide, because if there's not a lot to talk about, yeah, then so it. Now, for the people just joining in here, today is the launch of Ariane 64, launching 33 Amazon LEO satellites to low Earth orbit for the Amazon LEO constellation here. Now there are some videos from Amazon Leo, which I believe I will show you here shortly, if it's going to work. So please stand by. Hold on. Okay, we're going to show you a video from Amazon Leo here, showing what Amazon Leo is about. Pretty much summed up in, I believe, 1 minute and 38 seconds here. So please stand by while I get the audio as well, because that's been a problem for the last bit of time for some reason. So, okay, I believe we have it. Here's the video from Amazon Leo.
And the next equation is 18 minus 8 equals 10.
Ready for liftoff. Thanks, pressing for Charlotte. People picture that. Stage 1 at
Now that was a video from Amazon Leo there. Basically showing their it's pretty much showing their goal, because they want to get internet, world's fastest satellite internet all over the world. Basically, basically like a race between Starlink and Amazon Leo here. So it's a fight between that kind of stuff, which I think is honestly pretty funny. Well, about that, let's continue here. I have not even seen any coverage from okay. It seems like the coverage has not started yet on there. Okay, I'm just looking into what is happening over here. It could be that we are in a launch hold, which is pretty. Okay, I'm looking into some stuff here. Not sure what's happening. Phasing on the stream here. Nice to have you here. Looks to have been pushed back a bit, still within the window. Okay, I cannot read the full chat for somehow. Still within the window which they were targeting the start of. AO8 to 8:57 UTC. Yeah. Yeah, it seems they have pushed back a little, so we're gonna just put the countdown away until we get a new update on the launch time. So I mean they're still live, so that means they're still targeting. And they're still live on the on some streams. Just saying some to be safe.
À H0, moins 5 minutes en cas de retour au vert.
Not exactly sure what they said there for the French people. Maybe you could translate, you know. Just very interesting of what's happening. Oh wow. Hold on. Okay, so we have a far beyond launch pushback here. That is still within the window, like you said. No rain or sun inbound. This is going to light up the sky. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. From what I'm seeing here, the official Ariane space stream starts in 26 minutes time. So, and from what I read here, on the stream, from one of their stream that was already on, it said the launch time is being reset for 8:15 UTC. So, interesting what's happening over there at Ariane space. We heard mission control call out here. Now I cannot understand French at all. So yeah, something is happening. So it's probably now that they have a new launch time, but not telling us when. So either we get some tweets, updates about it, or we're just gonna have to wait and see. But at the moment we are, from what we know, in a hold. They could also have a new launch time ready now. But it's just a wait and see how that will go. Certified hydrogen moment. For real? Yeah. Whatever's happening, it's funny. Yeah. So for people just joining in, now crossing 8 a.m. UTC time here. At the moment, from what it seems to be, and from what we know, we're in the hold. But they could also have a new launch time, but just not sharing it yet. Anything could be happening now, but for sure the launch will not be at 8 a.m. UTC. So still waiting on anything. They really chose to fly this before Vegas needed to smile somehow. Yeah. Uh, Interesting choice of flying this before Vegas C. Yeah, but I mean Vegas C had some delays, hadn't it? So not sure what was going on there with Avio. Was pretty interesting to watch. Yeah. So many people in bed right now, while they could also watch an Ariane 64 launch. I don't see why why you're in bed, unless you're watching my stream in bed. That would be the best combo. Otherwise, I don't see if you're like top tier space nerd. Come on, wake up! It's an Ariane 64 launch. Come on. Let me get the mic closer, otherwise you can't hear me. Okay, we have a new update of coverage start. For Ariane space here. Live coverage will. Okay, hold on. Facey, I'll read your message in a sec. Live coverage, new live coverage start time at 8:28 a.m. UTC and 10:28 here for me. Now that is for the Ariane space coverage. We'll continue commentary here on our own as we continue to see how things are going here on the launch pad. Now, Facey, what's your message? Avio found an issue in the production line and stood down for 3 weeks. That issue was not a big C. Okay. How do they find an issue in their production line? That's crazy. That's a wild thing. Ariane Space should have kept Vegas C, not gonna lie. But maybe I just don't know enough of why that was a good deal. Oh, the thing is loose. Oh, wait. Goodbye. Yeah, a bit strange. I mean, it's what they're doing. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, they're targeting 8:57 or UTC time. 8:57 a.m. UTC. Oh my god. How amazing. Wait, is that the... They're targeting the last minute in their window. 8:57 a.m. UTC. Italians, man. Yeah, Fazy. 8:57. They're targeting the last minute in the window. The launch time is for... It's on their stream. The launch time is for reset 8:57 a.m. UTC. God damn. Oh my goodness. I'm very glad it's 10 for me. Glad to be. Uh are you sure they're not saying when the window ends? No, it says first it said the launch time has been reset for 8:15 UTC, then that was gone. And now it says the launch time has been reset for 8:57 AM UTC. So that's literally the end of the window. I'm certain. I'm certain, mate. That's fine. Okay, for the people just joining us here again, you're looking at live coverage here of Area 64 here. You can check the Next Spaceflight app. I've made them update it to 57 because I said the screenshot of the live. So we're 50 minutes away to launch. Oh, hell no. Oh, great. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Oh, wow. This is going to be a very good day. Let me update the countdown real quick.
À tous de DDO. Le nouvel H0 visé sera 8h57 minutes et 15 secondes en temps universel.
That was mission control there, talking for a bit. They damn mission control a bit. Oh no. Now, of course, I do not understand their language. I wish I did, just for this, but otherwise I couldn't care less about it. No, just kidding. But yeah, well, it's going to be an interesting day, folks. It is going to be a very interesting day. We have to wait another 47 minutes, but we have the live stream, so we're good. I think that's already enough. If we got the live stream, then everything's good. Nah, but okay. French and Spanish are close enough. Close enough. Some words you can understand. If it just makes sense. Let me see if there are any updates on the live. No, still targeting 8:57 MUTC. Now, golly, I'm interested in what the commentators are going to say. Maybe not much, because on the official Ariane Space YouTube channel, they haven't started their stream. So, pretty interesting. So, we got some time left. So, what should we do? Could also just talk for a little. It's fine. Is my translator just freaking up, or are you actually just speaking Dutch for no reason? We hebben een serieus probleem. Yeah. I mean, I hope it's not a serious problem. Corey! Oh my god, Corey's here. Sorry for screaming, but he's here. Oh my god, Corey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, y'all? Great to have y'all here. Man, I got some mad people that don't want to stay up. Dutch is kindergartner's English. I mean, I can't lie. It's yeah. Whoa. Smash the launch button. Yeah, they should. They should. Just launch now. It's not hard. How great. No, I do not have the multi-view. That's sad. Corey, are you sleepy? Oh god. Yeah, you just woke up. Of course. You said you're not gonna commentate. Commentary box is open, by the way. I mean, if you want though. You could also come in like 40 minutes. I wouldn't mind. I would honestly not care. If you're gonna it's your choice, Corey. Like do what you want. Daisy, come on. Are you going to continue speaking Dutch? God. Oh, this is going to be a long stream. I can already tell. It's going to be a long stream. And why is my mic every time my mic moves away for some reason? Am I sitting too far? But that does not sit funny. Okay, guys, I think this is how we're going to sit for the next 43 minutes. Just like this. Can I still? Okay. Shoot. Let me just get my mouse and keyboard up here. So I can just relax while I operate the stream. How amazing. Can just operate the stream from here. Not like I've not done that before. How are we doing? Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I forgot this still existed. Let's see. And you probably don't know what I'm talking about. For good reasons. And I don't know either. Great, right? Okay, here we go. Let me see. Should I do a short stream or anything? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. Let's just not do it. We're not news coverage. Boo-hoo. Well, we're technically are at this point. Now, the Ariane space coverage will be beginning in... What is it? 13 minutes? So, now we're not going to listen to their coverage. We'll continue commentary as we are now. But just a heads up for the people who want to watch the Ariane space stream. If you prefer that. Oh my god. I'm just gonna have to sit here for 41 minutes. Just talk once in a while. How amazing is that? And that's a dream job. A dream job. You're sitting here for 41 minutes talking. It's not like no one can do that. But I'm just talking less. So you have some time to think. We all deserve some time to think. I think we deserve some time to think. Smart, huh? Now about Ariane 64. We actually have two versions, I believe. Well, three now, but two active versions now. The third one, we'll get to that shortly, because that has some new booster details. But to begin with, the Ariane 6 vehicles, beginning with the Ariane 62. Is the title correct? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, we're good on that. Ariane 62. Wait, Ariane 64. Hold on. Oh, wow. It only launched once. I did not know that. I thought it was a 2025 one. We are watching from Amazon Leo in Redmond, Washington. Wait, what? Is that Washington? Or am I just stupid? I might be stupid. Go, Ariana. Whoa. I wish them good luck in 39 minutes time, so indeed, good luck. Now about the rockets here, Ariane 62, which is two boosters. I think that could have been why they named it 62 and 64, because the Ariane 62 has two strap-on boosters, which it can put less in orbit, but it is probably going to be useful for weight if we're going to launch smaller payloads than the bigger payloads we need on Ariane 64, because the only difference I see in the Ariane 62 and 64 is probably weight, the payload kilograms that can be put into orbit, and the boosters. Have I already said that? Faisy, why are you doing this? I was just talking about the rockets here, and all of a sudden you just speaking like 10 different languages. This is amazing. Wait, the Ariane 6. Oh wow, that's cool. Um, the Ariane 64 that's planned, the Icarus, if I'm saying that right. Give me a second. Okay, what I was talking about here about the Ariane 64. Oh, Faisy already sums it up. So the Ariane 64 has two boosters. Ariane 64 has four boosters. Both can have either the short or long fairing. Version use is dependent on where the spacecraft needs to go. Well, Faisy sums it up nice. So thank you, Faisy. Ariane 6 naming will get complex once the carbon second stage introduced, then reusable boosters, and also dual engine first stage. Oh my god. How many Ariane 6 versions are we going to get? Like 1 million. Oh! I'm just reading some information in the server, or in a server I should say, because I'm not going to say which one, but if anyone's watching my stream and they're in that server, they probably know what I mean. Okay, so the information I just have seen, the slip of the launch, the delay of the launch was probably caused by a risk of collision on the satellite side, which is interesting if that's actually true, which I think it is. That is interesting. Something on the satellite side of things. Whatever is happening over there, it's interesting. Do we know the exact second when the launch window ends? Or are you just saying this time because I delayed it a bit for the stream? I blame Starlink. For sure. Uh I think the window goes until 59. Ooh. Can they hold for like 10 seconds? I'm not trying to jinx the hold for 10 seconds, but it would have been funny. Like, not gonna lie. It's only 10 seconds. What's bad about 10 seconds? They have 10 seconds to figure out something. Before going back to where they were. Ariane Space has the actual window, they'll know. Yeah. Alright, logo starting to pop up on the stream. So they're preparing to start the stream on Ariane Space. I can see. Basically, I saw the message on Discord. How the hell do you even do that? How the heck I meant. You know? What do you think I'm doing? Anyway, let's see if Ariane Space actually has the goal to start the coverage. Or they're going to cry again because they cannot seem to find the start button. no hate. Of course, very much. Faisy, please, Faisy, please, please. Anyway, what I was saying, no hate, much love to Ariane Space. It's European, so I should not hate them. I cannot with you, Faisy. Every time. Well, we've just crossed the 30-minute mark. 50 seconds ago. Coming up to 29 minutes, and I believe they have found the start button. Have they found the start button? Yay! They have found the start button to start the stream. Yeah. Well, they always do that. Ariane Space literally always do that. It's so funny. It's so funny. It really is. Now, why is the audio so like I don't hear anything? It's still low. I have to go boost it to 600% to hear something. So either my audio's glitching out or no, it's good. Why is their stream so low? I don't understand. Hey, at least it works, so. So their coverage has now begun. I want to check a little bit out of their coverage here. Let's see. This is their intro. It's still low, even. Your computer's anti-French, of course. What have we just? What do we think? But this is the highest it can go. It is so low. You can even hear me over the entire coverage. It's so low. No way they actually made it this bad. Like, I'm sorry, but how do you make it this bad? Well then, at least it works. So, we have something. Oh. I forgot I had the French stream on, so I'm hearing French in my ear. Hold on, let me fix that. Oh, that was crazy. I maybe that's why it's so low. Oh yeah, that's why it's so low. Why did they close the commentary section? Of the commentary section, the comment section. Ariane Space, what are you doing? Anyway. Now, about this flight, for the people just joining us here, Ariane 64, the strongest, the most powerful rocket they have here, of the Ariane 6 launch vehicles, launching 32 Amazon Leo satellites to low Earth orbit. So, the Amazon Leo constellation. A mistake, probably. Yeah, probably. Oh, they actually have improved the quality of their broadcast. They actually have a setup instead of just being in the corner of the mission control in a random desk. They're actually in a studio. How amazing is that? I mean, I've seen OneWeb launches. They were in a studio back then, so they hired an entire studio for OneWeb. That's insane. Its main job is internet constellation. Yeah. Yeah. Uh I'm a little scared. I don't think we're going. I think this is the only view we're gonna get from the no commentary feed we have on right now. Like, this is it. But I mean, we still have to wait until launch, of course. But if they ever change the views, because this is the only view we've seen in the past 46 minutes. We've been live for 46 minutes. This is the only view we've had on the stream so far. That is sad. I can't wait for 400 hours to launches with Ariane 6. Oh. I mean, my channel is European and Chinese based, so if we need to stream all of them, we're going to stream all of them. Oh, great. Oh, how great. Anyone could have joined the VC by now, and I wouldn't have heard them. So if anyone has joined the VC for the mods on the stream, I'm so sorry because I didn't hear you. But we only have 2 of the staff team online, so yay. Tell me if they change camera views, because I'm not gonna look. That would be insane if they change camera views from here. That would mean they finally changed something. And the inevitable Fan RS2 swap for some reason. Yeah. Oh, how great. That's going to be a great time, trust me. Yeah. What, they zoomed into the fairing? What? No way. I'm going. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. At this point, I just think the clean feed is broken. Because what are they doing? It's one view. Someone in the team has to think. Should we change camera views to something else? Maybe, possibly. Just one view. What's, please, just something else. I can't read chat for a second, so. Oh. I thought we would get mission control audio for a second, but it seems like not. Okay, I'm reading chat again for. Well, what is a clean feed of the vehicle? Used as described. Yeah, but I mean, can they change the camera views for just please, just one camera view change? Hey, the Dutch flag is on there, so I think it's a very cool launch. The launch is only good when the Dutch flag is on there. That's a rule. Just under 20. Hold on. Just under 22 minutes time, they said. Oh, we have the timeline here for what's happening. God. Okay, you're going to miss a few steps because the stupid coverage wasn't working. It still isn't. Also on the satellite avoidance, our Artemis 2 had to do that a few times during the April 1st. Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. Or for the Artemis 2 mission. But it seems like they're looking good for now. Now, bad news for the people that do not like patience. We're going to stream the entire thing. Yeah. We're going to stream the entire Ariane 6 mission here. Yeah, we're going to stream up to an hour until launch. I don't know how long it's going to take. Ariane Space Stream is a bit behind, and their presenters too. Yeah. That's why we use clean feed. Best feed in the world. We're going to be live. I'm shocked. This is going to show how long we're gonna be live for. Maybe not commentating all the way, but for sure streaming all the way. So this will show it. 2 hours 42 minutes. I hope that's not gonna be. I hope they will end the stream after the separation steps have been completed. Honestly. So 2 hours 45 minutes if they're going to stream the entire thing. That would be interesting. Hey, someone's on the phone. Sorry, I had to look at that. I doubt clean feed will show onboard deployments. Yeah, they will. Well, depends actually. If this is the only feed we're ever going to see, it's not going to change. Unless if it changes, yeah, we're going to get onboard views. At least, well, now that you say it, I don't know, because of the nighttime. They ended LE-01 after final SEP. Okay, I think we'll stay live until they end their coverage. I think that's a good thing. Why? What are they doing? Why do they not have a countdown on the screen? I don't know how far we are until launch now. I have absolutely zero idea. Like, I know, but it's because of the delay of the both feeds. That's just annoying. Well, I think it's delayed. Yeah, the feed of the Ariane Space official stream is behind from the clean feed we're using, so. And now they're playing a video. Oh. 10 seconds, I would say. Okay, I've synced the clean feed with the Ariane Space feed. So, depending on the countdown, like how many minutes until launch, I think I can sync it perfectly. If they ever show the countdown on stream in the first place. Because somehow it's very hard to them to do that. But the sync is good news though, so once liftoff happens and there's no video feed change from the clean feed here, we can go to the Ariane Space stream. Now, clean feed audio does work, because we heard mission control before, but... So, 16 minutes and 35 seconds away until the launch of Ariane 64, launching 32 Amazonian satellites to low Earth orbit, the strongest rocket that Ariane Space has. In French Guiana. Ariane Space stream is peak hero corporate presentation. Yes. 100%. I think the people will be proud. Holy crap, another 32 satellites. I was gonna say, why was the American of the world thing? Only American Europe was bright. No way they actually used this song. I know this song. They've actually used royalty-free music from that one royalty-free site. I'm crying. Ariane 6 is so small and it got a reaction box. Oh, how amazing. What's happening to the... Why is my mic moving away? What is happening? Okay, 15 minutes to go until the launch now. We've been live for almost an hour and still no launch. That's concerning. Blame the delay. Man, why did they have to show that on stream? We had that on stream earlier too. That one couple. Okay, well. Great introduction. If I can call it that. Oh, they have a countdown. Yes. I'm glad they have. Let's go. I think we're synced now on the countdown. This is amazing. They finally showed the countdown after so long. Amazing. Finally. Wow. After this launch, their cadence is in 300 satellites, so that's pretty good. And they're planning to get like 3,200 satellites. That's a lot. I could be wrong too, though.
Martin, you're European, and you're also defining how Amazon Leo comes to Europe, if you like, brings the services to Europe. So, I mean, does today feel kind of a little bit more personal for you in a way?
It absolutely does, yes. I'm Dutch. I'm actually from an area in Holland that is pretty well connected. My wife's Italian. Her family lives in a small village on a hillside, which doesn't have that connectivity, and just shows how easy it is to take good connectivity for granted. And those are the types of communities we're doing this for, whether it's rural communities, people on islands, people on mountainsides, really those types of communities we want to connect. Plus businesses, remote farmers, remote construction projects.
My mic off?
That's really the mission. And then looking at, it's a European rocket with a European supply chain launched from European soil. Yeah, that brings it pretty close to home. It's very exciting.
And if your wife's Italian, I'm hoping you get some very good food.
Usually, yes, absolutely.
In her village. Martin, every mission has its own identity, has its own story, you know, whether it's the technology, whether it's the mission patch, whatever it is. Are there any ideas? Was there any innovation, anything that inspired you guys when creating this mission?
Yes, there are. If you look at the mission patch, you'll see a little airplane. So when we took a step back and thought about what Amazon Leo is about, it's about seamless global connectivity wherever you are. And I think the best way to show that is even in a moving plane, thousands of feet up in the air, you can stay connected. So the team is really connected to that. And you know, the icon of the plane really displays the movement, the seamless connectivity, and the global aspect of the constellation we're launching.
Nice, I like that story. And what is it about this technology, would you say, that's going to actually really kind of change people's lives, if you like? Or, you know, what is it about the technology that makes you excited?
Sure. To me, it's how it all comes together. So we have tons of innovation, whether it's in the satellites, the antennas, the ground infrastructure, the way we're working with AWS for our networking. I think if you bring that together and you add in the customer obsession that Amazon has, the trust that people have in Amazon to deliver,
never had food in
I think that's what really will drive the value for our customers. And yeah, we can't wait to get it in our customers' hands.
Indeed. So what's next?
We'll keep building. Job's not done. As Amazon, we have a mission to be the most customer-centric company in the world. When you see that there's billions of people that lack access to one of the fundamental technologies of our time, that's the mission that we're trying to solve. And our solution is Amazon Leo. So the mission as Amazon Leo is to have fast, reliable connectivity wherever people are to allow communities and businesses to thrive. So today is a big step. It's a very important step, but it's one step of many on what will be a decades-long mission to deliver on that mission.
Well, great to hear from them, or have to hear from them, because I've been interrupting them. But about the food in Guangzhou, yeah, I've never really went there to go get food. I should, though, now that you say that. Yeah. Everything. Everything. Yeah, raise the law indeed. Yeah, weather conditions are good for now. Sure for that. Go for launch in the weather section. All the footage of how Ariane 6 was transported here. All green, indeed. Great news. Whoever said it was not going to launch today, I ban him. Ban him from the server. Ban him. I think some know what I'm talking about. Some. But he's going to get banned. The exact minute it launches. Uh-oh. What is happening? Mo, what is happening? Okay, let's go back to here. I don't know what happened there. What the hell? What is happening to my YouTube today? Oh, my YouTube is... Oh, it's broken. What is happening? What is happening? YouTube moment. Yeah, for real. Oh, my God. Oh, it's working now. Okay, great. Okay, we have 2 seconds delayed now. But the countdown's correct at least. So that's good. Oh, 1 second I meant. Okay, enjoy the broadcast because I'm going to... I'll be right back.
In a separate building very safely, and they are then transferred to the fairing facility once they are ready. The whole composite, the fairing and the satellites, are transferred then to the launch pad, and of course we have that big moment of mating of the fairing on top of the launcher, which is marks, let's say, the final assembly, and we have now a proud Ariane 6 standing on the launch pad.
A proud Ariane 6 indeed. And we could see there on the ground as we looked at those pictures that there's been a bit of rain in Kourou recently. There they are on the pad, the Amazon LEO satellites tucked up inside the fairing with their seatbelts on in first class, waiting patiently for liftoff. Everybody before launch is looking at the status panels. We saw them earlier, all the teams here in the Mission Control Center. The panneaux de verre, as we call them in French. What do they show us?
Yes, as you said, it's a very important board which have several tabs reporting the status of readiness of different parts of the launch composite.
À tous de DDO. Attention pour la séquence finale lanceur. H0 moins 5 minutes. H0 moins 5 minutes.
Our range operations manager, Xavier Nehru, there, announcing the beginning of the synchronized sequence. It's the final go, no-go decision. You'll be hearing Xavier's voice throughout the launch, calling out the major milestones. Everybody across the base will be listening out for him. Obviously.
Yeah, indeed, they will be listening out for him. Okay. Let's go back to the coverage here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds away until launch. That's just the outcome of every Google product. Very nice, Daisy. Few minutes to go until launch here of the Ariane. Oh my god, they changed views! They actually changed views, y'all. Let's celebrate. They actually changed views. This is a world record. They actually changed their feed to the mission control. I think I can turn it off now. There's no way they actually changed it. For once, they actually changed their cameras. And now we have it zoomed in. Oh my god. W's in the chat. Oh my god. Finally. How long did it have to take? How long did it have to take? Come on. Well, this is the Ariane 6 launch center here, as you can see. Some beautiful, beautiful, astonishing shots there. As they are preparing for launch. So I believe we have mission control audio working as well. At least I hope. So, for any final thoughts in the chat, please say now, because we're about to get flying here. Two minutes and 18 seconds already. We're just going to update the countdown. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Now on the final countdown before launch here. And they have finally changed views for once. As you can see, beautiful shots of Ariane 64 preparing for launch with 32 Amazon LEO satellites. So next up in the countdown. Probably. Well, they don't have that. It's different than Falcon 9. So, I don't know what step of the countdown they are at now. What I do know is that we're a minute and 18 seconds away. And yes, the launch time is 8:57:15.
À tous de DDO. Attention pour moins 1 minute.
Coming up to 1 minute.
Stop. H0 moins 1 minute.
T-minus 1 minute and counting. All right, we're going to reduce commentary now. Well, I'm the only one here, so it's not really much to reduce here. But we're coming to T-minus 30 seconds. Thirty seconds. 20 seconds. Indeed, frosty air.
À tous de DDO, attention pour le décompte final. 10,
10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allumage des ESR et décollage.
Ignition, liftoff of Ariane 64, launching 32 Amazon LEO satellites to low Earth orbit.
La propulsion est nominale.
And we do have onboard shots here. Great launch at T plus 30 seconds into the flight. What a great liftoff there. Indeed, wow, Faisy. Indeed. Here's some pictures making. T plus 50 seconds into the flight of Ariane 6. Coming out to maximum stress on the vehicle now, or as well called max Q. If we haven't already passed that, of course.
La propulsion est nominale.
Propulsion is nominal. Well, everything's going well. Great news there. What a launch that was. And just hear that, just hear that.
Le pilotage est calme, la propulsion est nominale.
Everything continues to be nominal here. Cool onboard shots here from the
Tous les paramètres à bord
Ariane
sont
6
nominaux.
launch vehicle. Sparky motors at night, indeed. Wow, look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow. T plus 2 minutes into the flight. You can still hear the motors very slightly.
Séparation des ESR.
And we have separation. Now, let's wait until we get some views of that. Oh, okay, we're stepping to animation. Okay, never mind. Oh, there it is. Separation of the boosters. Beautiful shots there. Wow. Well, what a launch that was. Coming up to T plus 3 minutes into the flight. That's what 1,400 tons of thrust does, yeah.
La trajectoire est nominale, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
From what I can hear, it seems like everything's nominal so far. Just past T plus 3 minutes into the count. Into the flight, I mean. Well, basically.
Séparation de la coiffe.
There we see staging. Or not staging, the fairing elements. Because this is the stage 1 flight is supposed to continue for, I think, a very good amount of minutes, to say the least.
Le pilotage est calme et la propulsion est nominale.
2,000. Still crazy. Alright. Here we go. You can see the countdown on the top left of your screen. And the events on the side. And the rest. Very beautiful that was. I think 2 minutes less than SOS. I was going to say more, but okay.
Tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
Everyone forgets how big the SOS score. Yeah, that is a fact. It's a huge, huge thing. Like, wow. For the people that don't understand, go watch a Artemis launcher. Just a person standing next to an Artemis core, at least. Because it's a huge, huge, huge thing. One time is enough. Okay, coming up here, cutoff of the Vulcan booster, and then separation, and then the Vinci, am I saying that right? The Vinci stage will ignite. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong, though. Not good at pronouncing stuff.
La propulsion est nominale.
Seems like everything continues to be nominal so far. Coming up, cut off of the Vulcan booster. Or the stage, I should say. The Vulcan engine could also be. Just stage 1 cut off, basically. There's cut off.
Fin de mission sauvegarde.
Leonardo da Vinci, yeah. Very simple.
Séparation LLPM.
That counts.
Premier allumage Vinci.
And there it is, views of the separation there. Oh wow.
Le pilotage est calme, la
They
propulsion
have
est nominale.
stepped up their onboard cameras. Boost back burn. Oh, boost 1 is now started. You can see the glow on the engine. That is a gold
Premier
sight.
allumage APU.
Say it, talk again. I need to fix the audio.
Tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
Oh, that's a low. What happened? What an awkward shot.
La trajectoire est nominale, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
Propellant dust covered cab, yeah. It's going to be hard. How am I going to... I'll figure it out. Plus 10 minutes and 50 seconds into the flight. We're currently in the first boost of the Vinci engine. Or the Vinci stage. I'm not really certain if it's the stage or the engine. Like, if they call the entire stage the Vinci or the engine the Vinci engine.
Fin de visibilité de la télémesure par la station de Galio.
And yes, I could be dumb, so who knows.
Acquisition de la télémesure par la station Santa Maria aux Açores.
Well, I'm going to leave you now with some music and maybe some... Yeah, okay. It seems like that's... is going to be... Okay, so I will be leaving y'all with some music and yeah, I think I'll just do that. We'll be back probably.
La trajectoire est nominale, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
We'll be back sometime at this point. I have absolutely no idea when we'll be back because I need to do some stuff today. I'll leave the stream on, I'll leave the PC and everything on. I'll just leave everything on. But yeah, y'all guys can enjoy the stream if you want, of course. A lot still to happen here, and you will probably find out yourself. Give me a second though, hold on. Did they really need to model out those wires on the second stage? I mean, I guess. It's way better to have at least the entire thing. That must have been a lot of work. Really a lot of work. I just need to find the music, that's all. Then I can go. The only thing I need is music, then I can go. Oh, you didn't hear the call just a minute ago. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to leave for the people, for the staff members and team members, I'm going to leave the commentary box and end the event. So, because I'm done. And I need to do something. So, just give me a second to get some music for you. And then we can... You'll probably recognize one or more songs. It's the only way I can get copyright free, by the way. Okay, it seems like... Alright, well, we'll be back, we'll be back later today for the rest, or later today. Probably back either in an hour or a few hours for the separation events, if I'm going to commentate still, because I don't know. Otherwise, I'll just be back when the stream ends. I'm going to end the stream. So, enjoy the footage that you'll be seeing for the next hours or few hours. And until then, see you soon.
Fin de visibilité de la télémesure par la station navale Ariane. Tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux. Première extinction ainsi. Acquisition de la télémesure par la station de Sagel. Le pilotage est calme, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux. Fin d'acquisition de la télémesure par la station de Santa Maria. Tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux. Fin de visibilité par la station de Sagel. Trou de télémesure attendu. Acquisition de la télémesure par la station de Nunorcia. La propulsion est nominale, le pilotage est calme. La trajectoire est calme, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux. pilotage est calme, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux. Fin de visibilité, New Norcia. Toutes télémesures attendues. Acquisition de la télémesure par la station d'Awarua. Le pilotage est calme, tous les paramètres à bord sont nominaux. Deuxième allumage Vinci. Extinction Vinci. Perte de la télémesure par la station d'Awaruya. Attendu.
Hello again. Welcome back to Road to Space. I'm Katie Haswell.
And I'm Loïc Leroy from Ariane Space.
We are 1 hour and 38 minutes into the journey of 32 Amazon LEO satellites on board Ariane 6 Europe's rocket.
Yes, they're on their way to join their fellow Amazon LEO satellites in space and grow the Amazon LEO constellation.
And we are scheduled to have delivered the first 15 satellites onto their orbits. Lots of passengers on our bus today. That's the animation. That's how it looks like. All our passengers, or some of our passengers, getting off at different bus stops, some of them getting off at the same bus stop.
Yes, exactly. We have our bus driver is the upper stage of Ariane 6, and he knows exactly when and where to drop off its passengers, the Amazon LEO satellites. So it's autonomous. It knows perfectly when to release the satellites, and we are waiting to go back in the range of the Galileo ground tracking stations here in French Guiana. We will have done a lap of the Earth by then, and once we log the signal onto the Galileo station, we will be able to download all the telemetry data from the launcher and get feedback from it. Then, of course, the telemetry teams will quickly analyze this, and they will continue on doing this until the end of the mission.
And we've got the signal now at the Galileo tracking station confirmed, so that's very good. So, if you are joining us now, Loïc, maybe you could explain to people what the separation sequence is once again.
So we have 32 satellites to separate. We will separate them from bottom to top, 3 by 3, then 2 by 2, and finally the last one. So the 9 first separations will be trios, and then we have 2 and 1 satellite to separate. The separations basically is made by separating command. We are now the satellites attached to the dispenser. This is the kind of mast that you see on the screen. And we release the system by a pyrotechnic device, and they are gently pushed away from the mast.
With a set of springs, I believe.
Yes, we're using springs to make sure that we have sufficient distancing from the launcher and also from each satellite towards each other.
So this is how it looks up there for separation number 6, our three satellites moving away from the mothership, and our range operations manager confirming that the separation sequence is ongoing. So yes, you were mentioning springs and pyrotechnics, so it's a very important process.
Yes, we have the onboard computer sending the separation commands, and then they are relayed onto this mast, this dispenser that you're seeing. And then we are able to release the satellites in a certain order that has been already predefined by the mission analysts. And we want to separate them at the right orientation, right velocity, and of course with the right distancing from each other and from the launcher.
We're coasting without the engine. Had a good view there from space of the beautiful ladder of Caribbean islands. We still have a little bit of propulsion, though, don't we?
Indeed, yes. We have shut down the main engine, the Vinci engine, but we are using what we call the auxiliary power unit, the APU. So it's a small engine that gives a continuous thrust, low thrust to the stage. And it plays a critical role because it helps us maintain the upper stage trajectory and attitude. And also, it's a very important feature for this mission. It ensures a rather quick separation sequence and ensures that the satellites do not collide immediately after separation. So it's a very good innovation for Ariane 6 that allows us to address complex missions like the one we are having today with a constellation.
Not to be confused with the auxiliary power unit, which is on the tail of an aircraft. Very different thing. Coming up to our next separation, separation number 7. So the Naval Tracking Station is now keeping its eye on events and monitoring what's happening up there in space. We did a lap of the Earth, came back into the range of Galileo. We can see someone holding up the mission patch there, which is a really great mission patch, which we were hearing about earlier. So right now it's our boat. We're back over the Atlantic.
Exactly, yes. We can see the Caribbean islands on the animation. We have lifted off from French Guiana, from the northeastern coast of South America. We have headed northeast along the Atlantic towards Europe, then Southeast Asia and Australia and New Zealand. And we are back, as you said, Katie, above South America and now the Caribbean. We will cross the Atlantic again, and we will have the full sequence of separation completed above the Atlantic. And then after that, a few moments later, we will have another phase, which is the deorbitation maneuver with the third boost of the Vinci engine. And the purpose of this is to re-enter the atmosphere and to disintegrate basically the upper stage and not leave any debris into space.
Nice view there of the mast, as you say, the dispenser, which allows us to attach the satellites and also to eject them into space. A shout out to all the teams in the tracking stations who are doing such an important job monitoring all of these events. So we had Galileo, we had the Naval Tracking Station, and the next one?
Santa Maria in the Azores Islands. Then we have South of France, Osagel, then once again Australia, New Zealand, Onorsha and Awarua. So a lot of teams involved in very different time zones. So thank you for them to be involved with this great launch. So thanks to CNES also, which is monitoring all these ground tracking stations.
Time for our next separation. Number 8.
Poursuite de la séparation Mazo-Leo.
Very nice visualization of our satellites moving away from the mast, the dispenser, the range operations manager there, confirming that the separation sequence is progressing. Gosh, this is another milestone, really, isn't it, for the important partnership between Arianespace and Amazon LEO. It's, as we were hearing earlier from the guys, it's really important.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the second of 18 missions for Amazon LEO with Arianespace. So we've been quite busy dealing with all these missions, and we are only doing the second today, but many more to go. So we are constantly upgrading the spaceport to accommodate this. And for example, we've given Amazon their own dedicated building to prepare the satellites. So we are always glad to have them with us at the Space Center and proceed with their numerous launches.
Yeah, indeed. Always welcome. And these are indeed very, very busy times at the spaceport. I mean, what are Arianespace's plans for the target launch rate for Ariane 6?
So as you know, we have performed 6 successful flights in the 18 last months, and we aim to gradually increase this number of annual flights so we can meet all the needs of our customers. We have a rapid ramp-up coming up. We will accelerate this year and roughly double the number of launches compared to 2025. The target is 7 to 8 launches this year in 2026. And eventually the launch cadence target is to have 9 or 10 missions per year, and we shall achieve this goal by 2027. And importantly, we have a great variety of missions that we can address, so telecommunications, Earth observation, space exploration, so many possibilities for our customers.
Very exciting missions. You can see our teams there at the CVI, the Quick Look Telemetry team at the Guiana Space Center, Galileo. Somebody's walking towards the camera there. And they're doing a very important job receiving the information coming in from the telemetry stations and tracking all of these events in real time. Separation
Poursuite de la
number 9.
séparation Amazon-Leo. Acquisition de la télémesure par la station de Santa Maria.
Confirmation, we have now picked up the signal at the tracking station in Santa Maria, so our rocket is checking in there, saying hi to the teams, letting them know what's going on. And just a reminder for anybody who's joining us, Loic, the Amazon LEO constellation is Amazon's low Earth orbit network, and it's designed to provide fast and reliable internet to customers and communities beyond the reach of existing networks.
Yes, absolutely. Amazon LEO is now deploying thousands of satellites, and they are linked to a global network of antennas, as well as fiber, internet connection points on the ground. And the constellation will include satellites working together in a tightly choreographed mesh. And as you said, the intention is to deliver a low latency connectivity, which is a fast and a very steady signal for homes, businesses, emergency services, farmers, and even in aircrafts.
Yeah, really important. And life is almost impossible these days without good connectivity, so this is a vital service. 3 more separation events to go. You can see the events on the left-hand side of your screen, on the right-hand side. A reminder there of our speed and altitude, our trajectory at the top there. The trajectory and also the list of satellites that have already been separated. Coming up to our next separation, number 10.
We will now separate 2 satellites at a time.
2 by 2, and then there will be one final separation with one lonesome satellite at the end. Here we go. Separation number 10 looks like that, with these fantastic CGI images, the visualization of what's been planned for today's mission. So we've been hearing a lot about some of the changes and evolutions at the spaceport. What about the rocket itself, Ariane 6? I mean, that's changing and evolving all the time, isn't it? You're constantly making improvements.
Yes, indeed. We have today the Ariane 64 version, which is the second time we use this version. It's the most powerful, and it gives us a lot of flexibility, but we have also other innovations coming up. Of course, we benefit from the legacy of the previous Ariane family, which is a very strong heritage, and we are today refining our knowledge from each flight that we have successfully done previously, and we improve all the time the performance and the refinement of the launcher to address more complex missions, and being able also to bring more satellites to different orbits for our customers.
There's a huge amount of expertise in Europe for space.
Yes, indeed. We have many partners all across Europe working together on the Ariane 6 program.
Any upgrades coming up that you can tell us about?
Well, we have the P160 upgrade, so an enhanced version of the booster that we are using today on Ariane 6. It's been developed with the European Space Agency, and it should be available very soon. This is a booster that will be carrying approximately 160 tons of propellant, so more loaded than the ones we're using today. And it will be a little bit longer, 1 meter longer, but basically the same interfaces than the ones we are using today. So it doesn't change the central core of the launcher, and we will have more performance, of course, associated to that, so being able to bring even more satellites to orbit.
Coming up on our next separation now, the teams we could see back there in the launch control center were standing and watching the mission. Confirmation that the separation sequence Amazon LEO is continuing. Our satellites are lost. 2 satellites there, separating 2 by 2. Number 11. So we just have 1 satellite left, Loic.
Yeah, a bit lonely at this time, but it will soon rejoin these companions in space.
Indeed, it'll soon be there rejoining its brothers and sisters, its family in the constellation. So what happens to the satellites once they're released?
So they are starting their real life actually, and the Amazon LEO's team is working now to take over command on their newly deployed satellites. They are working 24-hour they are based in Redmond, Washington State in the US. So basically they are in charge of flying the satellites, which means managing the spacecraft operations. And right now they are taking over the mission. They are establishing contact with the satellites, which is important, of course. And then they will be conducting initial health checks, making sure that everything's all right before raising the orbit of the Amazon LEO satellites to reach the operational orbit, which is at 630 kilometers, or about 200 more kilometers than the injection that we are using today for the delivery of the satellite. And once they have gone this commissioning phase, as we say, they'll be able to start their actual job, which is providing the internet to all of us.
Very, very important job indeed. Just hearing there from the range operations manager that we went out of the range of the SNA tracking station, or we were being tracked by, and still being tracked by Santa Maria, but we've also now gone into the range of the Ossegel tracking station. So we're back heading over France again as we head towards our final separation.
Fin de la séquence séparation Amazon
satellite heading off. And we have the range operations manager announcing that this is now the end of the separation process for Amazon LEO, and seeing some happy faces there in the mission control.
Okay, it seems that... Welcome back, everyone. It seems that... Oh, excuse me there. It seems that the mission has been completed now, although the satellites have been deployed. There are still some phases left on the mission, but we're not going to cover that. I don't think they are going to cover that as well. We will be ending the coverage here. Great launch from Ariane Space here, launching 32 Amazon LEO satellites to low Earth orbit successfully. So that's now complete. That will be concluding the coverage here. We'll be back. Actually, when are we going to be back? Because that's an interesting question. Yeah, when we will be back is an interesting question indeed. It could be for the Shenzhou 10 from Wenchang, but it could also be one of the SpaceX missions. I'm questioning if I'm going to do May 3rd at 9 a.m., which I don't think I will be doing. So next launch will either be Shenzhou 10 with the Long March 7 or something else. So until then, that will be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream, and we will see you next time.